Since 2016, a new front office has taken over in Philadelphia. The new team motto, process to progress. They're looking to turn the corner here.
Now Golden State's starting five. Lethal shooting pair of Clay and KD out on the perimeter. It's small ball with Iguodala and Green down low. And it's Curry in at point guard. Durant with a wide open look. That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake. And the previous Sixers front office distinguished by their patience in rebuilding and, acquiring draft picks. That was the way they were going to build that team. Clark, do you think the Sixers will continue to show that patient approach?
Well, I think they're going to blend it. They're ready to push their chips in and try to win some games now. They want to be a playoff team as soon as possible. You can't continue to lose forever. They want to start winning, and they're on their way.
Outside, Simmons. On the wing, James. Over Iguodala. And it's James missing.
That's a good shot. Even though it couldn't find the bottom of the bucket, I like the shot quality.
Green, the screen. Durant, the pass to Green. No good on the triple. Now the 76ers with it. LeBron with it. Kicks to Simmons. Over Curry. Another miss by Philadelphia.
3 misses to start the game. Still trying to break the seal on that hoop.
And Thompson kicks to Durant. Moves back up. Good D by Embiid.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Embiid with the screen on Curry. Embiid the screen. There's the dish to LeBron. Shot clock at 6. Over Iguodala. James, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Curry. Thompson inside, covered by Redick. The shot by Thompson, no good. For Philadelphia, they've gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. And Simmons kicks to LeBron. Here's Embiid, and unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Curry can't get it to go. So it's Philadelphia now. Looking for their first basket of the game. It's Redick on the wing. LeBron James on the wing. Pass to Embiid. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. That one falls.
And you hope that this inspires the offense. The game is about putting it in the basket, and that first bucket took a while.
Curry dishes to Thompson. Back to Curry. Launches a 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Curry's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Embiid with a screen on Curry. Fultz kicks to Simmons. James against Iguodala. Over Iguodala. James, the pass to Embiid. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Embiid's got his first 2 points.
And I tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game. And he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Iguodala with it, outguarded by Simmons. Durant in the corner. Another 3 for Golden State.
That feed by Iguodala, a really good example of his passing ability.
Fultz kicks to Simmons. He feeds it to Fultz. Nailed from three-point land.
You know, it's one thing to have a nice stroke, but it's another to understand how to get yourself free outside the arc for your shot. Has a soft, delicate stroke, does Fultz, and it rolls off his fingers nicely.
He used that pick just right. Durant's got 6.
And that's how you answer back.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, go right back at him. Show him you can shoot from outside all night long.
Now, here's Redick. Simmons dishes to Fultz. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Man, I like the quick catch and release from Fultz. A confident shooter who's ready to fire as soon as he catches it.
And Ben Simmons said he didn't take a lot of outside shots in college because he didn't need to. He could get to the rim pretty much at will.
Well, he'll find that will not be the case at this level. His shots inside will be challenged a lot more. His perimeter shot has been the question mark, and that's where I think he's got to improve.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And LeBron James has openly stated very publicly, especially last year in the finals, he is chasing Michael Jordan. He wants to be the best ever.
And at this point, he might be top 2. Jordan with 6 titles. Hard to see LeBron surpassing that. But just to be in the conversation with the GOAT is an achievement in and of itself.
He hits the second from the line.
And James, a natural leader, someone his teammates look up to, and he just has that commanding presence.
Now here's Curry. He dishes it to Durant. Feeds it to Iguodala. Iguodala with a screen on Simmons. Here's Green. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in this game. Redick passes to Fultz. He kicks it to Simmons. LeBron outside. Embiid the screen. The drive by James. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Two on the clock. Shoots it.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And Simmons is right there.
What an incredible effort from Simmons, using his length extremely well when he's crashing the glass.
James against Durant. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Embiid. The Warriors shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. First free throw is good. And the Warriors dominant last season again, not only because, Greg, of their offense, but because of their defense. One of the best in the NBA, and they're just so active on that end of the floor.
No doubt about it. And you know what? Credit their personnel, because it allows them so much more flexibility defensively. And even when they go small, they have excellent rim protection. They're a physical bunch. I just don't think they get enough credit for their rebounding. One of the better teams in our league. Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Embiid is unstoppable, just too strong for the defense, no matter what they throw at him.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the 76ers.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin.
Talk about bringing the heat, the thunder, and the lightning on that pound.
And there's no question that James is one of the best dunkers ever. A forceful finisher who loves showing off his athleticism.
Now, here's Thompson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. LeBron kicks to Embiid. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Sharch is checked in for the 76ers. Bellinelli comes in for J.J. Redick. Different look here for the Warriors. JaVale McGee's checked in for Draymond Green. West comes in for Andre Iguodala. Nick Young's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Livingston in for Curry. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Well, there is a saying now that is pretty accurate. You either sell success or you sell hope. And the process in Philadelphia may have been hard to watch, but it did give their fans hope for a better day.
Now here's Thompson. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. The 76ers leading by 10. And through all the losing, the fans in Philly have been pretty supportive of the Sixers' goals to draft star talent.
Yeah, and you know what? Thousands of fans coming out to watch the draft lottery is an indication of how optimistic and behind the Sixers these fans are. I mean, trust the process has been their rallying cry.
It's stolen by Fultz. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And James gets it to go on the assist from Fultz. James has got 5.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
Young dishes to Livingston. Passes it to McGee, and that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Robert Covington's checked in for Joel Embiid. On the wing, Thompson. Bellinelli is covering. Can they get it? Nice spin off the left rim and in. Thompson's got his first points in this one.
Love that aggressive mentality, constantly looking to put the ball in the basket.
Here's James. Buries it down low. And the 76ers lead by 12.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you. You know, you can give a defender a lot of trouble if you're consistent with that turnaround jumper. It's almost impossible to block.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Clark, you played with so many players throughout your terrific career. What was the one trait that you found made a player easy to play with on the floor?
Well, I think it starts with skill and ability, and everybody has that in the NBA. But attitude and demeanor, unselfishness is kind of where I'm headed there. Desire to do what's needed and to recognize strengths and weaknesses. And then the other piece was this personality, a real joy in playing the game. And those things, to me, always lent themselves to being a good teammate.
Now, here is Young. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Boy, I love watching the ball get into the post. Reminds me of my days doing work down there. When you have this kind of positioning, scoring is simple.
There's the screen. Fultz kicks to Bellinelli. Off target from three-point range. Warriors trail by 10. Here's Livingston. To the paint. Here's Thompson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. Thompson's got 8 points.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Screen by Saric. The feed to Covington. Fires for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Covington's got his first 3 points of the game.
And, you know, whenever Covington is squaring up like that, he's money. Just an exceptional shooter with range for days.
Now here's Thompson. He's got 8. McGee a screen. Shot off the pick. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. He's got 10.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
And Bellinelli kicks to Fultz. It's rebounded by Golden State. 1:27 left here in the opening quarter. Young passes to Livingston. Picked by West. Young against Covington. Off the screen and off the front iron, and in it goes. And 12 points for Klay Thompson.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And Golden State also making a change. Bell's checked in. Thompson outside. And there's the pass to Young. Shoots over Covington. Young's shot is off.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Now here's Fultz. He's got 6. Screen by Saric. 5 on the clock. Outside, Bellinelli. That shot off. Warriors trail by 7. And here's Livingston. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Screen by Young. Thompson outside. Fires from the wing. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Philadelphia 76ers. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range. He told us about his comfort stretching the floor.
Anywhere 5-6 feet outside that three-point line, if I have a dribble, if I catch and shoot, if I have a good look, I think Coach will allow me to take that shot. And it's tough to guard, especially when you see a couple go in. That basket gets a lot bigger.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Aggressive rebounding in that first quarter. That's what's given them the advantage.
Boy, the ferocity on the glass, really impressive, and they're not backing up at all, not giving an inch on the boards.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Robert Covington. Dario Saric is out there with Holmes, and there's Fultz, and it's Bellinelli in at the shooting guard position. Now, here is Young, following the missed shot by Dario Saric. There's the pick. Thompson is doubled. Here's Bell. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Bell's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Warriors. Fultz kicks to Covington. Here's Saric. Again, the miss by Saric.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
Well, you just watch the way that Klay Thompson shoots, and you're surprised when the ball doesn't go in.
I mean, one thing with Klay, too, in his shot, he believes it's always going to go in. More importantly, so does his teammates. And he's got that shooter's mentality where he just will continue to trust in his mechanics. And I don't think he gets enough credit for just how hard he works to maintain that shot.
The Warriors shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Saric. Redick comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And Simmons subbed in for Fultz. And then for Golden State, Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Young. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Thompson. Here's Durant. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Durant's got 10 points.
And when he's in range, KD doesn't much care about the defender. You're not going to bother him.
Ilyasova a screen. And Redick kicks to Ilyasova. Wants to get it to Simmons and does. And Curry pulls it down. Warriors trail by 4. It's Durant on the wing. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Picked by Pachulia, and Bell kicks to Pachulia. 18 feet out. Rebounded by Holmes.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Simmons. Pass to Holmes. Over Pachulia. It's not going to go for him. The Warriors have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Bell with a screen on Simmons. Here's Curry. Simmons with the defensive effort. The 76ers leading by 4. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Curry brings the double. Here's Ilyasova. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Curry kicks to Livingston. Shoots over Redick. Livingston, that's good. Livingston's got his first basket of the night.
And just solid play out of them that time.
Now Redick dishes it to Covington. Wants to get it to Simmons and does. Banked in off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 6.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Curry kicks to Livingston. Shoots over Redick. Livingston, no luck. 76ers have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. And Curry with the clear path to the hoop. Drops in the breakaway layup. Curry's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, and you see how Steph altered his pace there. Sometimes it looks like he isn't moving at all, and then bam, he goes warp speed.
Now here's Redick. Kicks it to Ilyasova. The dish to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And the vertical of Simmons, guys, I tell you, an extraordinary dunker when given the chance to launch and lift like that.
Here is Durant. He's got 10. Picked by Pachulia. Here's the screen. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Stephen Curry.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I mean, not a lot of effort put forth on defense there. I mean, I think he's definitely got to play up on him more and off the screen in that situation.
Simmons. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Philadelphia leading by 3. Outside, Redick. Back to Simmons. Shoots over Curry. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Over Simmons. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
He's done a nice job, a great job actually, of finding efficient shots here in the second. Shooting percentage always a function of the kinds of shots you get. And he's on a good roll after struggling a bit in the first.
Now here's Covington. In the corner, Simmons with it. Here's Holmes. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists in the game.
You've got to give Brett Brown, I think, just a ton of credit for holding the Sixers locker room together over the years. Brutally difficult to lose and keep fighting and playing hard and playing together. He's created, along with those players, a culture of hard work and effort, and they are not skipping steps along the way. And eventually, folks, that will pay off in good play.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. And for Brett Brown, don't you think his positivity as a person and his love for coaching have helped lift the team through those down years, Clark?
Man, I don't think there's any question about that, Kevin. He knew it was going to be a tall task, actually taller than any of us could articulate. He stayed optimistic and realistic at the same time, demanding yet being patient, keeping his team focused the right way and on the right things. It's really an outstanding job and a commitment from management and ownership to stay the course because they think he's the right guy. So very impressive on all fronts.
And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Curry. Thompson, he's checked in for Golden State. And here are the 76ers now. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And Simmons kicks to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Boy, what's most impressive about Simmons is how he finds the open man so consistently. The vision, the unselfishness. That's what you want to see out of him.
Now here's Curry. 13 points in the game. Thompson outside. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Redick. Thompson misses. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. And Philadelphia making a change here. Sarge is checked in. Warriors trail by 4. Outside Curry. Back to Green. In the corner, Iguodala with it. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. For Philadelphia, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter. A nice, efficient 50%. And there's Sharch on the assist by LeBron. James has got his 4th assist in this one. Curry dishes to Thompson. To the middle. They kick it out to Green. Hands it from downtown. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
Boy, the unselfishness of Iguodala is really admirable. A forward with excellent vision. He has a feel for when one of his guys is open.
Now here's James. He's got 9. And Redick kicks to Saric. High, arcing shot. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
Bellinelli, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Fultz comes in for Ben Simmons.
One shot, gentlemen.
Well, Clark, you had the distinct honor of playing horse against the former president of the U.S., Barack Obama. You lost that game, I don't want to remind you, but I want an honest answer. Did you let him win that contest?
Kevin, the deal is that it was an unbelievable privilege to play POTUS. We changed the letters of that game back in 2010, and I let the president up. I gave him life after I had him down, and he took advantage of turning the momentum in his favor. He won fair and square. I did give him an opportunity to win, but he's on top in that matchup, and I think it ended up being good television. And while some of my former teammates look at me with disdain for having lost a horse game to the president, I think it was all intended to end just the way it did.
Here's Curry following the basket by LeBron James. They set the pick. Iguodala, the pass to Thompson. And another field goal in his total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
Yeah, once Thompson gets going, he is almost impossible to slow down. We're seeing that tonight. Their entire offense is revolving around him. And boy, is he coming through.
Kept alive. Warriors trail by 6. Green kicks to Thompson. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 16 points for Klay Thompson.
And, you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
We've got 1:28 left to play here in the second quarter. Got that bucket in no time at all. And now just a 1-point 76ers lead. Embiid with a screen on Curry. Screen by Saric. To the inside. Embiid. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. this offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
There's 53 seconds left in the second quarter. Volts kicks to Saric. To the inside. It's tipped. Iguodala with the steal. Green, the screen. Thompson dishes to Iguodala. They set the pick. Green, the screen. Thompson misses.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Bellinelli kicks to Fultz. Pass to James. Screen by Saric. Now here's Embiid. And that's off the glass and in. Embiid's got it all tied up now for the 76ers.
And Embiid is H-E efficient. That's super efficient, folks. When he gets cooking, the defense knows they're in for a long night.
So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, what adjustments did they make to slow you guys down in the second quarter?
I mean, it's a good team. It's a really good team, and they executed in the second quarter, made shots, and got to a rhythm. So
we'll see who wins the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We so hope you enjoyed our first half. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. This is the halftime report. Joel Embiid having an outstanding game. He had 14 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 assist. The first 2 quarters went very well for him. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the 76ers?
Aggressive. I called them up earlier. I like it. They're taking it hard to the rack, dictating the pace, setting the physical tone. You're not going to get that by launching threes all night. Everybody knows that.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Golden State?
Well, they were consistent from downtown. The playmakers found open shooters, and the shooters delivered and knocked down shots on a high level. In some ways, it came down to confidence. We'll see if they have that same swagger in the second half.
So that'll do it for now as we send you courtside with Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K crew for the start of the second half.
The beautiful skyline of downtown Philadelphia, all lit up, dressed up, and ready to go. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, I liked how they initiative. They were really locked into what they wanted, not letting the defense dictate their.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Thompson and Durant, the sharpshooters at the 2 and the 3. It's small ball with Iguodala and Green down low. And it's Curry in at the 1. LeBron passes to Fultz. A three-pointer off the mark. Warriors shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Durant kicks to Green. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And just a shade over 70% from the line a season ago. That's an area I'm sure he wants to improve.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
We always talk about what a good shot is from time to time. Clark, how would you define a good shot in the context of an offensive possession?
To me, Kevin, a good shot is a shot that a guy can make 60 to 80% of the time when he takes it. Whether that's a three-point shot, your post-up moves, your mid-range jump shots, those are quality shots. And then the other piece of it is you don't want to take a lot of contested shots. You can make them as a pro, but good shots are shots you can make 60 to 80% of the time, and usually that means you're getting open shots versus contested shots.
5 to shoot. The shot by Redick, no good. Warriors leading by 3. And Curry has it in the corner. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists tonight.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
James kicks to Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Phenomenal timing that time, guys, from Simmons. I mean, leaving the ground once the pass was released and then tearing the basket almost out of the glass.
And the replay presented by Under Armour. Unleash chaos, giving us the chance to enjoy that alley-oop all over again. And stolen by Simmons. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Philadelphia moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Thompson against Redick. Over Thompson. Redick can't get that one to fall.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Lets it go from 11. Durant up top, covered by LeBron. Durant against James. Outside Durant. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Fultz.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
He feeds it to Simmons. And no good that time. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
It's deflected.
Or you cannot forget about the long reach and wingspan of Simmons. I mean, he uses it exceptionally well on defense to come away with block shots.
Redick with it. Now Green defending. 13 feet away. Offensive rebound. And Embiid gets it to go.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
Durant dishes to Green. Green, the screen. Here's Iguodala. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Embiid the screen. Baseline J on the way. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from LeBron.
Yeah, and guys, with Simmons, you get it all. The shooting, the rebounding, and the passing.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Green with a screen for Thompson. And the rejection by LeBron. Simmons passes to Redick. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Philadelphia. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Fultz. And Robert Covington subbed in for J.J. Redick. Golden State also making some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Green. West comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Nick Young is subbed in for Thompson. Here's LeBron. Yes! And the foul. It's on Kevin Durant.
Man, you got to respect and appreciate how polished LeBron is inside. I mean, he really excels at creating opportunities for himself close to the rim.
The Warriors trail. Curry with it. 22 points for him. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Nick Young on the wing, defended by Covington. Shoots over Covington. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Young's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, I like that lean back release. Hard for any defender to get to Young's jumper.
James against Durant. The drive by James. Here's Embiid. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. And that's now 18 points for Joel Embiid.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Curry kicks it to West. Down low, here's McGee. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. That one on Embiid.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Here's James. 16 points for him. Embiid with a screen on Durant. Feeds it to Covington. Wants to get it to Simmons and does. He dishes it to Embiid. Clock at 6, and Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
Curry against Simmons. Curry dishes to Durant. Pick by West. Young outside. Back to Durant. 6 on the shot clock. From the arc. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
James, the pass to Ilyasova. Over West. And too long on the shot. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. LeBron against Durant. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's hard to avoid fouling Durant, but the problem is he hits nearly 90% of his free throws for his career.
The Warriors have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
Two shots.
The free throw drops for Durant.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they performed at the line.
Saric has checked in for Philadelphia. That one misses.
And Durant had that 5-year stretch of leading the league in free throws made. He is a beast at the line.
Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut to just 1 on the basket from Covington. Passes to McGee. McGee a screen. West kicks to McGee. McGee sets the pick for Curry. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Covington against Young. Covington dishes to LeBron. Screen by Saric. Back to Covington. Ilyasova sets a screen for Covington. Shot clock at 6. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Kevin, I like the defense there. I mean, they didn't make that easy, and he definitely seemed intimidated by the defenders.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Yeah, and Steph Curry, you know, maybe not putting up the numbers he did from that impressive MVP campaign, but he is still one of the most feared players in the league on offense. And when he wants to, he can take over a game, and there's just nothing you can do about it.
Young pass to Curry. He kicks to McGee. Curry dishes to Durant. Here's Young. Shoots over Covington, and another basket for Golden State.
Boy, the fluid athleticism of Young, boy, he can create space for that jumper just about anytime he wants to.
Simmons with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Ilyasova gets the bucket.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Curry kicks it to West. Back to Curry. Young outside. The feed to West. Over Ilyasova. And another basket for Golden State. The 76ers trail by 6. James kicks to Simmons. The pass to Saric. Shoots over McGee. Ilyasova dishes to James. Durant with the steal. Up top, Curry. Over Simmons. Curry can't get it to go. Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And it's good, 2 points.
And an example of using momentum to your advantage. LeBron inviting the contact, and he comes out the winner.
Bellinelli, he's checked in for Robert Covington. And then for Golden State, Pachulia comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Kevon Looney in for West. Free throw, no good for LeBron. Warriors leading by 4. Latrey. Another miss by Curry. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
They set the pick. Takes a 3. The shot by Saric, no good.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Agree with you there, partner, because that screen really freed him up nicely, and that's a shot. And if you're a pro, you need to make that one.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And Bellinelli kicks to James. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding you.
Agreed. I mean, when the defense is right there, you got to move the ball, make the extra pass. That's a case of a poor shot selection.
Pachulia with the screen on Simmons. Durant the pass to Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots from 12. Second chance shot, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
The Warriors have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Looney. Some changes for Philadelphia. Redick comes in for Ilyasova. And it's Fulton for Ben Simmons. And Golden State also making a change. Thompson's checked in. That misses, so he splits the free throws. The 76ers trail by 7. James outside. Pass to Redick. Back to LeBron. 6 attempts for him at the line. He's made 4.
LeBron James. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Nick Young. And so he hits both. 1:03 left to play in the third. Curry dishes to Iguodala. Kicks to Thompson. Pachulia with the screen on Saric. Thompson passes to Pachulia. Shot clock at 5. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Curry. Curry's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Gotta love the smooth shooting stroke of Thompson. Outstanding at shooting as soon as he catches the ball.
Screen by Saric. Saric with the screen for LeBron. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. The 76ers have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
And the first one drops. And the Warriors making a change here. Green's checked in. And James drills them both. Warriors leading by 6. Outside Curry. The screen from Thompson. Curry kicks to Thompson. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Saric outside. Over in the corner, Fultz. Saric dishes to Redick. Saric outside. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. And that's now 7 points for Dario Saric.
How about the awareness there from James? I like the fact that he sets the floor for his teammates.
And we've reached the end of the third. Warriors lead by 4. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
We got to dial it in now. We got to get focused.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Warriors leading by 4. Fultz is out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Bellinelli. Then it's Dario Saric. And it's LeBron in at the 4 slot. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Bellinelli passes to Fultz. Saric just screen on Curry. Screen by Saric. Back to Bellinelli. Clock at 6. And finished off by LeBron.
LeBron James throwing it down is a thing of beauty. An incredible athlete who makes dunking look as easy as it can look.
Pachulia sets a screen for Green. A stupendous finish in traffic. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Here's James. That one no good. Excellent D here by Iguodala. At the elbow, it's Thompson. Dishes it to Curry. Back to Thompson. Shoots over Redick. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. James has got 6 rebounds here tonight. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Here's Bellinelli. That one off the back iron and out. Warriors leading by 4. Curry on the wing. The 3. And James pulls it down. James has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. The dish to Bellinelli. Screen by Saric. And Bellinelli kicks to Saric over Pachulia. Excellent D there from Pachulia.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. LeBron dishes to Bellinelli. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2.
At the line for your 76ers, Marco Bellinelli. At the line for 2.
And that one falls for Bellinelli. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And Golden State also making a change. Bell is checked in for Pachulia. Both free throws good from Bellinelli.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Green, the screen. Iguodala, the pass to Thompson. Iguodala with the screen on Redick. And Thompson kicks to Green. Fires it up. And Thompson gets it to go in on the assist by Green. Green's got 4 assists in the game. To the right side. Embiid, the screen. Saric dishes to Redick. Back to Saric. Just 5 on the clock. Embiid sets the pick for Fultz. Sweet little floater.
And, you know, Fultz is highly skilled as an offensive player. When he gets this kind of positioning inside, it's a wrap.
Thompson against Redick. Thompson passes to Curry. Here's the screen. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. And that one drops.
Boy, Curry is so creative and efficient, and when he gets hot and gets going, he rains down points and baskets on the defense.
Saric just screen on Curry. Embiid the screen. Left side, Redick. Embiid inside, defended by Bell. 2 points, that one goes. Embiid's got 20 points.
Really like seeing Embiid exert his will, be assertive here. I mean, getting whatever shot he wants inside.
They set the pick. Pass to Bell. He feeds it to Curry. Back to Bell. Iguodala outside. Shoots over Embiid. That one wide left. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. And here's Fultz. Back to Bellinelli. To tie it up. It's not going to go for him. Good defense by Iguodala. Lets the 3 fly. And that's good. Steph Curry for 3. He's got 27.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
And Redick kicks to Saric. Embiid inside. He's against Green. Embiid, no good. Warriors leading by 5. Feeds it to Iguodala. He dishes it to Thompson. Green, the screen. Got a hand on it. Thompson with the bucket. Now Fultz. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Screen by Sharch. Bellinelli dishes to Sharch. It's blocked.
Yeah, he's costing them right now, sabotaging them a little bit. He's got to find his shot if they want to win this game.
Thompson passes to Curry. Green kicks to Iguodala. Takes a three. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Redick dishes to Embiid. Redick against Thompson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Thompson.
And J.J. Redick with the prototype when it comes to his release point on that jump shot. So quick off the catch. Always has his feet set and squared and ready to deliver that dagger.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Sharch. And James subbed in for Bellinelli. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Warriors. Kevin Durant comes in for Bell. And both free throws good for Redick. Hey, Greg, with Redick, that great shooting form he has is one of the reasons his game has aged so well.
And a lot of people wondered if Redick would be able to last in the NBA when he was drafted. Might have one of the longest careers of that draft class. Just keeps producing at any age.
McGee against Embiid. Here's James. And the basket is good. LeBron's got 26.
And when James gets going, there's no stopping him. Just a dynamite scorer who feels he can get any shot he wants.
Here's Curry. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. LeBron with it. And it's Iguodala picking him up. That ties the game. And it's 9 points for J.J. Redick.
Excellent confidence from Redick. Really good. I mean, taking his time, his form, textbook.
Curry kicks to Durant. McGee sets the pick for Durant. An easy layup after coming off the pick. And the Warriors lead by 2.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
Yeah, he's really calm in these situations. Simply takes his time in tight spots. You got to be patient. And he is, playing to his strengths.
James, no good.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Outside Curry. The 9-foot shot, and he knocks down the jumper. Now it's a 4-point Warrior lead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And it's going to be a 3-second call. Warriors leading by 4. Pass to Durant. Over James. And the rejection by James. Down low, Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Boy, I like the edge that Embiid plays with. Great at recognizing when he's clear to throw it down on you.
And it's McGee slamming it down.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Free throw good, LeBron. Here's Curry. He kicks it to Durant. Drains the 19-footer. Durant's got 4 points in the quarter.
He's so clutch, Kevin. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
James kicks to Fultz. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
That's his 4th foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 would put him in a rough, tough spot.
Puts it up from 12, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. And that's 10 points for Markelle Fultz.
Outstanding poise from Fultz there. I mean, his team looks for him to provide buckets like that, and he doesn't disappoint.
For Philadelphia, they've got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Simmons passes to Fultz. Here's the screen. Back to Simmons. Lock at 6. Here's James. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Warriors lead it. Iguodala dishes to McGee. McGee a screen. And Thompson gets to Durant. McGee sets the pick for Durant. Over James. No good from Durant. And they're in position to take the lead.
And how big would a bucket be at this stage of the game?
Fultz the pass to Reddick. And Embiid the screen. Over Iguodala. Hits a hand on it. And Simmons is right there. And the 76ers lead by 1.
Really like how Simmons commands the ball, especially in key moments.
McGee a screen. And Thompson kicks to Durant. And the Warriors miss again. The 76ers shooting it well here in the 4th quarter, 50%. Fultz dishes to Reddick. And Embiid with the screen on Thompson. Puts it up from 12. Connects!
Well, they're having major trouble dealing with LeBron.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They trail by 3. There's 48 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. Yes, they're behind right now, but he's still upbeat. He said, guys, we can get back in this game. Stay together out there. All-out effort can win this game.
Thompson right side. Over Fultz. The shot by Thompson, no good. They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
The drive by James. That shot missing. Timeout called the Warriors. They're trailing by 3. There's 21 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. What do you think, guys?
You know, you'd love to be able to clear space and get that triple, but you can also do the 2 with a quick foul.
Exactly. You're right on top of it, Greg. No need to chuck up a 3. Just be smart and get a quality shot.
There's 21 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Buries it. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
No question about it. Curry is on fire right now.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making them.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2.
You know, sometimes the great three-point shooters in the game don't carry that same success to the free throw line, but that's not the case with J.J. Redick. I mean, he's cash money from the stripe, too.
So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Absolutely massive free throw. That'll force them into a 3-point attempt.
Durant with the screen on Redick, and Thompson kicks to Iguodala. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Well, you know, the D just hasn't been there for real. I mean, these shooters are getting any perimeter shot they want. It's a bunch of warm-up jump shots out there.
James outside. It's good! Curry. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many